What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So as we all know, Shams reported yesterday that the Miami Heat are open to trading Jimmy Butler, and yesterday we did a trading Jimmy Butler Miami Heat rebuild. Well, today I wanted to talk about one of the few teams that Shams mentioned and put him on one of those teams. And today I've decided I think the Golden State Warriors would be the most fun. Houston is also cool as well, but a lot of Rockets fans didn't want him, it sounds like, and I just simply don't think the Mavericks have enough. I think the Warriors could still pull it off somehow. So today we're going to jump in and do a Jimmy Butler Golden State Warriors rebuild. Jimmy and Steph should be a ton of fun. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Now, obviously, this trade is not going to happen today or tomorrow, more likely than not. This would probably be taken till the trade deadline if I had to guess, but we're still going to try to make it happen here. So this is what we're about to do. So just like this is the trade that I kind of put together. That could happen. Wiggins' salary has to be in here, unfortunately, unless you're throwing Draymond Green. You're probably gonna keep Draymond. It would be ironic as hell though for Wiggins and Jimmy Butler to be traded for each other. We all know kind of what happened back then, but yeah, Wiggins has been incredible for the Warriors. So part of me thinks they wouldn't want to trade Wiggins, but I mean, like I said, this is just purely for entertainment purposes. So Wiggins' salary has to be in there. You also have Melton's contract in there. He is out for the season, obviously, but that's just there for salary filler. And I do think the Miami Heat are going to get at least one. If this were to happen, they'd get at least one of Kuminga or Moses Moody, and we'll do Moses Moody today. And then I think you throw a 2025 like top 10 protected, and then a 2027 unprotected or something along the lines of that, or some protected pick for Jimmy Butler. So we have to look at all angles here when it comes to Jimmy Butler. We have to throw in one player just to kind of make sure this goes through. But you got Wiggins, who obviously is a great player, can help Miami make the playoffs this year. Melton's gonna be out of the season, so that doesn't really matter. But basically, the Miami Heat are getting Moody 2 firsts in the future for Butler, and Wiggins helps them win now. Now, if you don't agree with this, I totally understand. Jimmy Butler trade is going to be interesting to look at if it does happen, because he's 35 on an expiring contract, but he's still a really good damn player, which is why I still think he's going to be worth a little bit, but maybe not worth like 5 firsts or anything along the lines of that. So this is the middle ground I think makes sense. Let me know what you think as a Warriors fan and a Miami Heat fan. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen. And I didn't even have to use trade override for that, so that's cool. So Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green is kind of your new big three here in Golden State, which is kind of fun. So let's take a look at what this looks like for the rest of the season. So Steph, Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, Draymond Green, Trey Jackson-Davis, Kuminga, Looney, Gary Payton, and Kyle Anderson. So this should be interesting to see how the rest of the season goes. Shot tendencies. Did 2K finally fix shot tendencies, maybe? Or am I tripping? Oh, I think they finally did. Maybe on some teams. This one still looks messed up. Yeah, I just used start today, and it looks like shot tendencies are actually fixed, finally. Thank you. That was so annoying to look at. But I guess the Chicago Bulls are still screwed up, unless that's just kind of how they want it to be. I don't know. Interesting. But all right, I'll take that. I love that 2K fixed that. It was kind of annoying to deal with, but glad that's fixed. Jimmy Butler, I'm going to push the shot tendency up, obviously, a little bit. So let's go up to like an 88. That way he's going to help Stephen Curry. And for the Warriors, this is your way of going for it, right? You have, a small window with Stephen Curry open. Maybe you take the chance with Jimmy Butler. They're on the same timeline right now. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's kind of fun to look at. So let's go ahead and summate the rest of year one and see how this goes with Jimmy Butler on the Warriors. Today's video is brought to you by Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. If you play on apps such as Prize Picks, Underdog, or any of these other popular DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely awesome to have to finding good plays right in front of you without having to do little to no research. So as you guys can see, we do have a couple of cup games tonight, as we have Trae Young under 25.5 points plus rebounds. And as you can see, almost every single book has this to 24.5, which is why there's a clear discrepancy here, which is why you want to take advantage of that discrepancy, because you can get a good value here. It's just like if you were buying anything. You're going to go buy at the cheapest place possible. Well, Prize Picks right now is offering the best price possible on Trae Young. So make sure to check out Daily Grind Fantasy. Link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables, 25% off your first month. Other than that, let's get back to the rebuild. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic wins MVP. McCain is your Rookie of the Year. Amon's your 6th man, Wemby Defensive Player, and Jalen Suggs most improved. And Jokic is your clutch player. Kidd is your coach, and Will Peterson is your executive. So as you guys can see, Butler on this team seemed to work out fairly well. We went 58 and 23. And I will tell you right now, for this video to have some longevity, I actually pushed Steph, Draymond, Jimmy Butler's peak end age all the way up so they don't regress like crazy, especially Draymond Green. I heard your guys' criticism in the last video, and you guys are absolutely right. I always trade Draymond Green. And it's not because I want to keep him, but he just regresses like crazy and sucks in 2K. So like finding a middle ground between real life and 2K sometimes can be tough. when you know it just won't work out if you keep Draymond, because he just doesn't do good in 2K. But hopefully to defend that off, I have pushed his peak end age all the way up, so he should stay around an 82, 83 hopefully for the rest of the video. So, and then same thing with Jimmy and Stephen Curry. They shouldn't regress too much either, because I want to give this video some longevity. I don't just want to do one season. I want to do at least 3 if possible with these 3 guys. So here are your player stats in this season, by the way. That way we take a look at that. So you had 30 from Steph, 24 from Jimmy, 14.5 from Kuminga, 13 from Buddy Hield, 8 from Draymond Green, and 8 from Trayce Jackson-Davis. Well, without further ado, let's go see if we can win a championship. So Steph, Buddy Hield, Butler, Kuminga, and Looney. We got the Phoenix Suns in round 1. So Durant versus his former squad. We are going to beat them in 5, though. So Jimmy Butler coming over here has been a huge help. But now we get a a tough task against the Denver Nuggets. Obviously, this one will not be, I guess Kuminga's starting over Draymond. I didn't even notice that. Do we want to put Draymond back in? Yeah, let's put Draymond back in. I actually like him off. Obviously, he's a competitor out there. We need him probably in this series. So Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. So far, so good. And it looks like we might be headed to the conference finals, so that's beautiful. But now we're going to get Luka and the Mavericks. So this is going to be obviously the toughest task here. Luka, Kyrie, Clay, Washington, and Lively, Gafford. We know what the Mavericks look like. Clay versus his former team, by the way. Just kind of going to push that out there as well. Game 1 goes to us. So far, so good. 2-0. Are we going to be this good, or are we going to allow the Mavericks to even this series, and then we're back to square one? Let's see. So we're going to listen to 2K suggestions, and now let's see if we can win Game 4 to go up 3-1, because that would be obviously insanely awesome to do early on here and get a championship right away with this trade. That'd be awesome. So we are down 4 currently. Can we get back in the game? It's down 2 now. Can I come in and save the day and go up 3-1 early on in this video? I don't know if I'll be able to, but I kind of want to, because if we go up 3-1, I mean, I think we can win this series. We're down 2 with 2 minutes left. So Luka Doncic gonna have the ball, and decent defense, but obviously he big body stuff there, so not much we can do in that department. But give me a screen, Kevon Looney, and that's gonna be an okay. I almost hit a shot a fadeaway 3. I don't want to shoot that. That was a little too crazy. So can we just, I think we can just lay this up. Ooh, that was good defense, but better offense. So we're gonna make this back to a 2-point game, and now we got to make sure Luka Doncic doesn't score this time. So obviously Luka, toughest player to guard in 2K, I feel like. We'll see what we can do. So should have Jimmy on him right now, to be honest, but Luka 3, it does not go in. We're gonna get the rebound, so we did our best job there. We're gonna go to Jimmy Butler here, and let's see, can we get Kuminga? Go to Looney. Let's get it to Steph. Kind of want to just shoot a Steph 3, but I think it's better to just attack, and that's gonna be a tie game, 99-99. Lovely. And look at that with the shimmy. I love that. That's so cool. 24 points on the night for Steph, and Kyrie's gonna have the ball now. So Jimmy's guarding Kyrie. I don't mind this matchup, obviously. Gafford is going to give him a screen. Fight over the screen. Ooh, almost a steal. Oh, my gosh. I feel like I had to help. Oh, we didn't pay for it, though. I felt like I had to help Kyrie there, or help Jimmy with Kyrie there, because it looked like, or sorry, Luka. I was trying to help Luka, or Steph with Luka. Gosh, I can't freaking speak while trying to play it so hard. All right, 51 seconds left. We could take the lead here. The layups with Steph have been working, so do we just do it again? And one? Nope. Huge offensive board, though. That was a massive offensive rebound. Stephen Curry, dude, I really want to shoot a 3 with him, but like I said, man, Jimmy Butler, we're gonna have to shoot a shot with him, and it's not gonna go in. Offensive board, though, back up, and boom, 101-99. Offensive rebounds have been massive. That was massive. Okay, so I'm still trying to take the 3-1 lead here, obviously, but we're still gonna have to guard Luka and Kyrie on this end. All right, here we go. We got Trayce Jackson-Davis in the game. They have Lively in the game instead of Gafford. They're going to go to Kyrie in the corner. All right, I'm going to switch to Buddy Hield, who's guarding Kyrie. Washington is driving on. I allowed Kyrie to get inside position. That is totally my fault. All right, it's 1-on-1. We have the last shot. We have the last shot to take the lead in Game 4. You guys kind of, I think I know where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to shoot a Steph 3 to hopefully win the game here. So let's take this down to like 7 seconds, and then let's get a screen from Trayce Jackson-Davis, and that's what I'm talking about, baby. 0.9 seconds left of the clock. They have no timeouts. Luka full court heather, and that's gonna be all she wrote for Game 4. That felt disgusting to do. Yeah, that felt great. That was an excellent release 3 for Steph. Let's go. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That was the most executed gameplay I think I've ever had. So 101 and 104 to win game 4, but it does not matter if they come back from 3-1, which I still think is a weird possibility. So let's simcast game 5, and let's see if we can win this series in 5. So we're going back to Dallas now. They might push us back to a game 6. Let's see. And we are going to be on their ankles, but can we ever take the lead here? We cannot. So 109, 120. All right. I'm not ready for them to tie this game and make this a game 7 or a 7-game series. I really want to win at home here in game 6, but you know, I'm not too surprised if they tie it here because it's Luka and the Mavericks, but it's going to be close, but we are going to run with it at the end, 123 to 125. We find ourselves in the finals. So jumping into that game 6 was insanely, or game 4, insanely clutch. And now we either get the Knicks or the Celtics, and it's going to be the Knicks. So the New York Knicks are in the finals with us. So they beat the Celtics like they obviously made all the trades to do so. But can we beat them to win a championship? They're up 1-0. We even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4. This is a 5 or a very close series so far. This is at least going to 6 at the moment, which I think everybody would want as an NBA Finals, but not me. I want to just sweep them here and win a championship in year 1. But game 5, winning that would be clutch. And it looks like we have a nice lead here in game 5. As long as we don't blow it, we've won game 5. Are we going to win game 6? Yes, we are. And just like that, year number 1 with Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond goes according to plan. We win a championship. That was massive. Okay. Love that. But we will keep going, obviously, because we're not going to end it on one season. But that was a beautiful way to start this rebuild. So I'm very happy about that. And now let's go to the draft lottery process and let's see what we got going on here. So obviously our pick is headed to Miami because we traded it for Jimmy. And it paid off, man. We won a championship. They get the 30th overall pick. I mean, that's exactly kind of what you want. If you're going to make that kind of trade, you want it to lead to a championship. We got Jimmy a ring as well, which is also awesome. But yeah, all in all, great trade. Worked out very well. We have an early second, so we'll see if we can get there because early second round picks can get you something. So we got Carter Knox. We got Mikey Williams, Isaiah Evans. I'm going to go ahead and take Mikey Williams here out of Central Florida just to change it up so I don't just always take Carter Knox, and he'll be a 70 overall. Player options, Jimmy Butler declines, which is to be expected. I think we're going to obviously try to re-sign him. Kuminga, also free agent, so we're going to spend some money this offseason. But to continue to try and win championships, I think that's, fine. So Kuminga is not asking for too much. Lenny Waters, I think, would be a good get to, bring back as well. So Jimmy Butler, obviously. What are his offers so far? So he has no good offers yet. So Jimmy, I guess if you sign him to like a 3-year deal, this will probably be his last contract. I think if I remember correctly, I thought Jimmy talked about retiring at like the age of 35 or something crazy like that, but maybe I'm thinking of someone else. So Kuminga can't offer yet, but we are going to get Jimmy, Lenny Waters, and Kevon Looney all back, which is nice. And we'll sign Kuminga to a deal, which is going to be actually a pretty nice deal for him. So we'll sign that, and that should be beautiful. So just like that, we keep pretty much all the continuity here, which is nice. Is there anything we can do to upgrade from anything? So Podziemski, Lenny Waters. So what we can do with Lendy, obviously, is move him to small forward. So he'll go to small forward to be our backup 3. He goes up to 79 in that regard too. So now Podziemski is going to stay the starting 2 or backup shooting guard. Kuminga, Kyle Anderson. Wouldn't mind trading Kyle Anderson for something later on, but I want to see what player progression looks like first and foremost, and then we'll kind of decide what we do after that. So hopefully the pushing regression. So Draymond, it actually went up, which is what I want to see. Like I want them to be, I wanted this video to have longevity, and that's kind of why we did that. So Draymond, Jimmy, and Steph are all still the same, which is nice. Buddy Hield down to an 80 overall. Podziemski 79. But I think at the deadline, if we can make some kind of move for a better center, that's kind of where I'm at. I think if we can get like a really good 5-man, that'd be nice, because I like the rest of our starting 5. Like Buddy Hield's a nice complementary piece. Podziemski might even get the start this year. But overall, I like our team. So let's go take a look at the rotation all together once this loads up. And that didn't take long. I thought it would take longer than that. But we got Stephen Curry, Buddy Hield, Jimmy Butler, Draymond, Trace Jackson Davis. So yeah, like I said, you could upgrade the shooting guard spot too, but I do like Buddy Hield, his spacing for the starting 5 with Draymond and Jimmy not being the best shooters, obviously, but Draymond shot 30% last year and Jimmy shot 37. So I mean, they're capable of it. It's just like they're not the most. You don't know them as shooters, obviously. Kuminga, Podziemski, Lenny Waters, and Kevon Looney. I mean, this is a really nice rotation. Like I said, the only thing I would do, and I don't even know if we're gonna have the money to do it, is I would upgrade the center position if possible. We'll see if that ends up being a possibility. We're going to simulate year 2, see how this team does, and if we can make some kind of upgrade at the 5 spot, I will absolutely show you. But we'll find out if that's even on the table once we, cross that bridge. So this is exactly the kind of trade I was looking for. So you're going to be sitting Kyle Anderson, Kevon Looney, and a second from Mitchell Robinson. So obviously Mitch Robinson is about to be paid, and the Knicks are already obviously paying a lot of money. So maybe they want to save money by not paying Mitch Robinson this offseason. I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to think out loud on why they would trade him. I guess you could, let's say we threw in some other seconds, because I'm trying to avoid trading a first here. So 3 seconds along with those 2 from Mitch Robinson, and that gives us our upgrade the center spot. And he doesn't even need to start. If Trace Jackson Davis is doing his thing, that's totally fine. So I just wanted a brand new 5-man to kind of round up this rotation even further, and Robinson absolutely does that for us. As much as I love Kevon Looney, Robinson can do similar things as well, and I really like his fit here with his Warriors team. So I'm excited about his addition. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. As you can see, things are going extremely well, and I think with Robinson, things should only get better. So hopefully we can continue to march on and be a really good team in this Western Conference. To Luka Doncic with another MVP award. Flag as your Rookie of the Year. Harden's your 6th man in Charlotte. Interesting addition there. Wemby Defensive Player and Zachary Shea Most Improved. Jokic Clutch Player, and Steve Kerr is your Coach of the Year. As you guys can see, another really good season, 60-22. Now, I don't want to speak too soon, but I do wonder if we can three-peat in this video. I'm not saying we're going to. Obviously, we have to win this year to even put that on the table. But, I mean, this team is really good, man. 33 from Steph, 24 from Butler, 13 from Kuminga, 12 from Buddy Hield, 9 from Trace Jackson Davis, and 8 from Brandon Podziemski. So now we get to play the Timberwolves, who have Dillingham, Edwards. Obviously, this is a team you don't usually want to face in 2K. Anthony Edwards is a different animal, averaging 31 on the season, and he's going to be tough to beat in round 1, but here goes nothing. So, game by game here, because this is going to be an early tough task, but Jimmy, of course, used to play for Minnesota, so they are going to even it up, and they're up 2-1, and I may have spoken too soon, didn't I? Well, we're in a even series, so that's all you can really ask for at this point. So, let's fix the rotation up how they see fit. So, they still want, so Podziemski is now starting, which I guess is fine. Now for this game 5 at home, obviously you never really want to lose to an 8th seed. So if we can come out here and win, that'd be beautiful. So if we can beat the Timberwolves, though, I think we can beat pretty much anybody. Can we beat them in 6? No, going to a game 7. So back to a game 7, and the OKC Thunder are awaiting us. And I kind of want to see how we do against them, but we have to beat this team first, obviously. So this is going to be a close game 7, as you guys can see. Can we take the lead here and hang on to it? We do. All right, I'm kind of happy because I really want to see how we match up against OKC, which obviously is the powerhouse in the West. Shea, Brogdon, Dort, J-Dub, Chet, Hardenstein, Wallace, Caruso, AJ Mitchell, and Aaron Bradshaw. So not the most intimidating looking Thunder roster I've ever seen, but obviously it's still really good. So here goes nothing. Game 1, they get the first game on the road, but we do even it up. Can we get one in OKC? Yes, we do. Can we win another one in OKC? Yes, we do. And we are going to hopefully beat them in 6, but we'll find out. So we're going to listen to whatever they suggest. So I guess we just benched Draymond for this, and now we're on the road in Oklahoma City. And can we come out here and beat them to go to the conference finals back-to-back years? And it looks good right now, and we are going to beat the Thunder, 134-129, W. And now we either get Mavericks or San Antonio, assuming we'll see the Mavericks here, and it is. So it's a rematch of last year. We got the best of them last year, but, it's always Luka. You can never count him out. So game 1 goes to them. They get the first one on the road. They get the first 2 on the road. Can we win back-to-back on the road as well? Can we return the favor? We're going to go down 3-1 to the Mavericks. Might be yeah, we're going to get blown to smithereens. So we are not going to three-peat more than likely unless we come down from 3-1, which I guess is possible, but, I don't really foresee that happening probably. So we are going to ultimately lose here in 5 to the Mavericks. So I guess it's good we got it last year. The Mavericks and the Knicks are in the finals, and Mavericks win a championship finally after getting so close years and years. So Luka gets this ring. We're going to go another season. I don't know if I'll do too much this offseason because this team already looks really good. Although I will say we might have to upgrade from Buddy Hield because he might regress even more. And then I believe, do we even have we have a 29th overall pick this offseason. So Steve Kerr will remain the head coach. And now we can head to draft night and we'll see what we can do. So we got, is Buddy Hield under contract? He is. So I do have a weird feeling about him regressing even more. So I'm going to see what we can get what we can get for Buddy Hield in 29. See if anything interesting pops up. So we can get Gary Trent and Jalen Smith. I did just see Levert there a second ago, which is why it's still in my head. Now I'm not trading 2 first to do this, but Melton, we can get him back. Coffee and Mann, Mo Wagner. Malik Monk is definitely intriguing from Sacramento. I definitely can get behind that. Lonzo, Bruce Brown, Obi Toppin. What's Lonzo doing nowadays? Let's see. 35% from three. Malik Beasley's intriguing too, but I think you have to do, and you could do a former Warrior, DiVincenzo. Didn't play here very long, but I think we got to do the trade with the Kings. We can get Malik Monk. Yeah, let's do it. So Malik Monk will be an upgrade from Buddy Hield. I just think Buddy Hield is going to regress quite a bit. And Malik Monk kind of gives us kind of what Buddy Hield was just doing. It's not much of a difference. It's just kind of avoiding what Buddy Hield might end up becoming because he might regress like crazy, unfortunately. So we'll accept all these. And then Guy Santos is a free agent, so we'll extend the offer on him. Or Guy Santos, I think is how you say it. Mitch Robinson, we do want to re-sign him as well. We traded for him for a reason, so get him back. And we can sign Guy Santos back to a deal as well. So that'll be nice. All right. So that will be all she wrote this offseason. I don't think we'll be doing too much of anything else. We can sign like Caruso, but I'm assuming Caruso would regress even further. I know there was some interest in Caruso like back then, but we kind of have a full rotation unless we want like a backup point guard. We could sign like Trey Jones, Shake Milton, or Fultz. So let's give Fultz a minimum contract. Sure, why not, for extra depth? So we'll do that. All right, let's go to player progression and let's see. And let's see if my theory was correct about Buddy Hield. We'll go take a look at that. So Jimmy is up, which is nice. Trajan Davis is up, and Fultz has actually went up too. All right, so traded Buddy Hield to the Kings, and yeah, he's down to a 78 overall, so which is why we kind of did that. So obviously going from 78 to what is Malik Monk to an 80. So it's a 2 overall difference, but still kind of a different, a little bit of a big difference, I guess. But to go into this final season more than likely with the hopes of bringing at least another championship here. That's the hope anyway. We'll see how that ends up. We didn't win last year, got to the conference finals, fell short to Dallas, of course. Why? I mean, they got revenge for what we did to them last year. It is what it is. So let's let 2K load up, as it always takes forever. But, I'm fine with just chilling here and talking to you guys until it loads up. There it is. All right, 10th power ranking. Here's your proficiency, still 4.5, which is nice. So here it is. You got Steph, Malik Monk, Butler, Draymond, Trace Jackson Davis, Kuminga, Robinson, Podziemski, Lenny Waters. Looks good. We're going to simulate this season, and we will see how year 3 ends up. Hopefully, we find ourselves back in the mix of the top 4 seeds again, and maybe this time we get back to the finals. So this time, Jokic wins MVP, Boozer's Rookie of the Year in LA, Trey Johnson 6th man in Portland, defensive player goes to Wemby, and then Dillingham's most improved, and Jokic is your clutch player. So here's your All-NBA first team with Stephen Curry making All-NBA first team. Do we get Butler here as well? No. But we did not get the first seed. We got the 2nd seed as Minnesota got the first seed. We're here were the player stats. So you had 32 from Steph, 23.5 from Butler, 14 from Kuminga, and 14 from Malik Monk, 9 from Trace Jackson Davis, and 8 from Draymond Green. So we get the Denver Nuggets, and this will be the final season regardless of what happens. So I think we beat Denver early on. Let's see if we could do it again. So we beat them by 16 there, beat them by 17 there, and now they're going to win a game, but we're up 3-1. And we will beat them in 5. So that was easy peasy. And now we get to play the San Antonio Spurs. So San Antonio, of course, built with Wemby, Igor, Stephon Castle. They have Devin Vassell. It's a good team, man. Wembanyama, of course, is a force to deal with. So, I didn't mean to click something around. I'm going to slow this down. So we're up 2-0 so far. So far, so good. And we are chilling. We're coasting unless they're going to get it back. No, we beat them in 5. So far, Game 5s have, our 2 Game 5s we win, and now we are going to draw Dallas for a 3rd time in a row. Okay, we got to lock in. So, Luka Doncic to the Mavericks, see how different they may look. So, Luka, Kyrie, Grimes, Washington, Gap. I mean, they don't look that much different. I mean, pretty much, I guess the only thing new here is like Keon Ellis and Olynyk. So, Game 1 goes to us, so a better start than last year. Game 2, so far, so good. Okay, we're just going to smoke the Mavericks like that? Is that what's going to happen? So, let's see if we can avoid them coming back from 3-0, because I just have a weird feeling if we don't start simcasting, they're going to... Dude, we might just... Yeah, we're going to smoke them. The Mavericks have never had a shot. We're going to beat them pretty easily, and we find ourselves back in the finals to play the Celtics. So Celtics versus Warriors in the finals, a rematch from years ago. And obviously, this won't be easy. Peyton Pritchard's up to an 84. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Porzingis. This is a good-looking team, and DeAnthony Melton is here as well. So here we go. Game 1 goes to us. So far, so good. 2-0. And should have known. Boston just sucks in the 2K simulation for whatever reason. And we're going to smoke them. So this bracket went pretty easy. I'm not going to lie. So getting 2 championships in this video feels really good. So let's jump in and end off with some sweet gameplay. But yeah, 2 championships in the video, not too shabby. Got really close to winning 3 as well. I'm obviously, as you guys can see, making sure that Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy didn't regress helped out a ton. But, you know, getting Steph Curry to walk off with 2 championships before his career is all said and done feels good, man. I'd put him up there in the GOAT conversations, right? I feel like it has to. Tatum mid-range is going to go down 118 and 98. But as you guys can see, we have a 20-point lead, and we are going to have Boston fans absolutely saddened that they aren't going to, you know, bring a championship to Boston again. So I'm going to see if I can hit a 3 with Steph, and I felt good about that one, but that did not go in. All right. So Wendell Moore is going to get the rebound and going to drive to the paint. He's going to go to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is going to get almost blocked, but he doesn't. I want to hit a 3 with Stephen Curry before this video is all said and done. And that felt like that was going to go down, but it doesn't. So Steph, I'm going to you again. Yes, finally we hit one. There we go. 121 to 98. Steph threes feel so smooth. He has 46 tonight. No wonder why we freaking swept this team. I wonder what he was averaging in this series, dude. Derek White is going to go to Keita. Keita is going to just hang on to the ball for now, and I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's going to go to Derek White. Jason Tatum. Going to get a screen from Derek White. Draymond's going to switch over. Nice play by Boston to get an open 3 for Jaylen Brown. Not that it matters. They're going to match our 3 with what we did earlier. All right, one more shot. This video is over. Obviously, we'll be celebrating with the championship. Jimmy Butler. Let's go to Jimmy. We haven't really shot with Jimmy Butler. Let's see if we can drive to the paint. And 1. Just kidding, not and 1. But we're going to draw a foul, so we're going to go shoot some free throws with Jimmy. First one is going to go down. Nice. And then the second one is going to go down as well. Hopefully, yep. 123 to 101. And that will be all she wrote for the Boston Celtics. D'Anthony Melton is going to have the ball. Is he going to shoot it? Let's see. So far, he's just dribbling it around, and that might be it. Let's see if he's going to shoot the ball. He does shoot it. Okay, so we're going to allow him an open 3, and he's going to miss it anyway. Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry. We're going to win 2 championships in this video. Could have been 3. Unfortunately, we got beat by Dallas in the 2nd season, but we smoked the bracket this year. Absolutely, you know, demolished everybody. Even Dallas, man, got revenge on them. That was nice, but hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. What if the Warriors trade for Jimmy Butler? I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, it would be entertaining as hell. That's all I'll say. We got Ojimski with the trophy. So one thing I hate about 2K, like whoever's on the floor at the time the game ends, that's who's like celebrating. So like you don't even see Stephen Curry right there. He is. There's Steph. There's Stephen Curry. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying, which by the way, the next 2 videos I pre-recorded. I recorded them yesterday, so you guys are gonna see them Thursday and Friday, unless if some trade happens. Like I guess if Jimmy gets traded, then you'll see a different video. But thank y'all for watching. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.